All right, here's TSN basketball analyst Jevohn Shepherd from OKC. Jevohn, the Thunder come into this series against the Pacers as the heaviest favorite we've seen in nearly a decade. They have the league MVP. They have an historically great D. Indiana, though, 12-4 in these playoffs. They've got the second best record in the NBA since January the 1st. Can you make a case, Jevohn Shepherd, for the Pacers having more of a chance than what they've been given?
Well, Jay, let's think about this for a second, right? There's 28 other teams that are sitting at home watching the NBA Finals. And if anybody had said that Indiana was going to be in the NBA Finals against OKC at the beginning of the year, we would have said they're lying, right? So, yes, there is a chance. There's a long shot at making this thing competitive. And just talking to Andrew Nembhard earlier, I like what he said, right? We're not concerned about outside expectations or what anybody's saying. You know, we think inward, right? And the guys in this locker room are what matters, the chemistry, the cohesion with this team. But I think from a tactical standpoint, that locker room also has to look at OKC's 4 losses in these playoffs. And what didn't they do well, right? They didn't shoot the basketball well from the three-point line. So for Indiana, it's really taking away that three, right? You're not going to be able to stop an SGA. You're talking about the MVP, maybe containing him, but taking away the three-point threat and allowing yourself to get out and run and play your brand of basketball in the open court, because you don't want to play against OKC's defense in the half court. The reality is the pressure is on OKC. For Indiana, it's going to be key to come out of Oklahoma with one victory, and that's got to be important for them.
This finals series will see a record-tying 4 Canadians take part: Shea, Lou Dort, Andrew Nembhard, Ben Mathurin. 3 of them are starters. You're a former member of the Canadian men's national basketball team. How would you describe this moment for Canada basketball?
Well, I think this moment is important. It's a huge moment because obviously you have 4 Canadians that are playing in the finals and not just on the roster, right? Big parts of, the respective teams and what they bring to their team. But I think what really stands out to me is these players have changed the narrative. They've changed the notion. They've changed how people view Canadians on the basketball court. It's not just a hockey country. They've taken that hockey grit and that hockey toughness and they've put it on the basketball court. So you think about, Lou Dort, Andrew Nembhard. You think about SGA, the MVP. These guys are the tough guys for the team. They bring that grittiness, they bring that edge, and they put the battery in their respective teams' backs. But I also think big picture, right? You have 4 guys now. This can turn to 8, right? That can turn to 10 down the line. So it's a great start, and they're really setting the foundation for that next generation, not to just, be at the NBA level, but really compete and holding their own.
One last one for you, buddy. Weather is not usually a factor in the NBA Finals, more of a baseball problem in late October, early November, typically. But we heard that you guys ran into some inclement weather when you got to Oklahoma City on Tuesday. Jevohn, can you tell us a little bit about what happened with our TSN crew down there? Because we were worried about you guys.
Well, Jay, I'm 39 years old, and I've never been through a tornado, and I went through 3 in the last 24 hours. We ended up in a bunker, met some nice people. They gave us nice cold drinks and, a nice Oklahoma hospitality. So, all is well, but it was, let's just say it was an experience. But here we are. We're here. We are here.
I'm so happy. I'm happy you guys are okay. Remember last time 2 cities who had never won an NBA title met in the finals? 2006 when D. Wade and Shaq beat Dirk and the Mavs in 6. I was at that one. Jevohn, thanks for this.